Good morning and namaste everybody. I'm Adrian, your yoga instructor from Tonic Fitness. So I hope you've had a wonderful journey through the last few weeks, with all the fitness, all the yoga, all the boxing and all. And also I hope that you've managed to go through the warrior video that Zaza posted a few days ago. So if you haven't done that yet, do that first, because that's the intro and the basics. And in today's class, we're going to deepen your understanding of the warrior poses. Okay, so without further ado, prepare a mat and get your water and towels ready, because it's going to be a sweaty session. And let's get on the mat. Now, welcome back to the mat, and let's begin in a standing position. Since today it's all about strong leg positions in warrior pose. Now, from here, let's bring our thighs and the feet together. So make sure especially that the feet are together and that all four corners of your feet are grounded into the mat. Now, we're going to just start with a simple stretch of the body. So we raise the hands up, interlace the fingers, and then we push our palms straight up to the sky. Just keep the gaze forwards, keep pushing up, especially if now it's early in the morning for you, or after a long day at work, it's going to feel really good. So just keep pushing and lengthening the spine up. And as we inhale, push the palms up more. One more breath. Now, we add a little drama in that. So inhale, lift the heels off the ground. Now we're on the tippy toes and pushing the palms up. Squeeze your thighs together for balance, and let's hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, don't give up, 1, and then slowly heels down and the hands down. Suddenly awake already. So when you come out on your toes, it also jerks your nervous system awake. Suddenly everything's awake already. Now let's get on to the rest of our stretch. We're going to still continue with our feet and thighs together. Hands are still up. Now we hold the opposite elbows. Okay, we grab the opposite elbows, lean the head against the arms, squeeze the thighs. Now inhale, we lift the chest up, use the head to push the arms back. So now we're stretching the upper back and the shoulders, kind of like your free time massage. Okay, so 2 more breaths. So inhale, lift the chest up, use the head to push the arms back, and then 1 more breath. Maybe some cracking sounds appearing in the spine already. Inhale, lift the chest one more time, and then push the head back. Now from here, we release the hands, roll the shoulders to the back. We place our thumbs and our hands at the lower back level. Squeeze the thighs, lift the chest up more. Now we're stretching the front of our chest and the shoulders. Especially if you're doing this after a long day at work, it's going to feel really good. So we keep lifting the chest up to the sky, not the neck. The neck is neutral, just the chest. Lift it up. 1 more breath. And then slowly release and come back to center. Suddenly shoulder stretch out, feel better already. Okay, now let's come to the front of the mat. And our standing position, it's going to be the thighs together and still the feet together. And then let's wake our body up a little bit more. With our balance, we're going to do a vriksasana, what we call a tree pose. Okay, now from where you are, we're going to bend down. Okay, carefully, don't fall over. Use your 2 hands. Bring the foot up, hold your leg, pull it up as high as you can. So if you want to cheat, you go near the wall like me and do also can, don't worry. Now, once you grab it, we press the foot into your thigh. Okay, as high as you can. And then open up the hip. Stand straight, bring the hands to the heart center, and then we just look straight forwards. Now, the most important thing about vriksasana, the tree pose, is the hip opening. So we want to open up the thighs to the side as much as you can, and then slow breathing like we did just We just finished the breathing, right? Okay, so we hold in this position, relax your breathing. Almost there, we just hold here for another 5, 4, make sure you keep your gaze forwards, 3, 2, almost there, and 1, and then we slowly release the right foot back down, bring the hands to the hip, and let's stretch the left foot out. The poor foot have to balance you very long. So you're going to feel like the soles of your feet are working very hard, and this is on purpose because the purpose of all these balancing poses is to work all the muscles in the base of your foot, especially your arch. Okay, so it's very healthy for your feet. A lot of times that we don't work our foot muscles enough. That's why when you do balancing poses on one leg, you feel off balance. It's nothing to do with your balance. It's that we have to develop the strength and the strength in the ankles and the foot, and this is what the tree pose will do for you. Okay, so now let's do the other side. So we start thighs together, feet together again. Okay, we reach down, lift the leg up, use your 2 hands, grab the ankle, press the foot into your thigh, and then as you inhale, slowly straighten the body carefully. And next is we want to open the hip up. Open, open, open. Then the hands to the heart center, and then just look straight forward. If we gaze straight forward, for me, I'm just gazing right at you. Okay, and then relax the breathing. And let's hold here for 5, 4. If really very wobbly, can cheat a bit high, then you can use the hands to hold the chair. Okay, 2. Sorry, I come very slow. And 1, and then carefully place the left foot down, hands on the hip. Okay, let's stretch our right foot and ankle out. Suddenly, like start already, the foot have to do a lot of work. Okay, from here, now we walk to the front of the mat, and then we're going to do a whole series of stuff. So we start with a little bit of stretching for our body. So from here, we again, thighs together, we stretch the hands up, interlace the fingers again, push the palms up, straighten the whole body, then we lift the chest, exactly like what you do when you wake up in the morning. 1 more breath. Now release the fingers, then we push the hip back. So we try to keep the legs straight up. We push the hip back, hands on the thigh, then we slowly slide the hand down. Slide the hand down, push the hip back and up, straighten the legs as much as you can. Relax the neck and shoulders, and then you slide lower if you can. If you can only reach here, it's fine. So we want a good stretch to the back of the leg. 1 more breath. Now we bend the knees, reach the fingers down. We step the right leg back, 1 big step. Okay, so the right thigh you stretch back as much as possible. Fingers on the ground. Now we lift the chest up. So we look forward. So we look forwards, lift the chest up, right thigh stretch to the back. So we want to stretch this part of our muscle, because when we sit every day, the hip flexors very tight. Now we're going to deepen it, so be careful of the knee. If you need to, you can put a cushion underneath, drop the right knee down, point the right toes to the back. Now lift the chest more. It's a deeper stretch now. Okay, we hold here for 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Now we make it even stronger. We come up and we place 2 hands on the left knee. Lift the chest up more. And the right hip, we sink even lower. Okay, and let's go up to our final pose. Lift the chest up all the way. So you use the hands to help you lift the chest up, chest facing the sky. Then we raise the 2 hands up. Anjaneyasana, crescent moon pose. Fingers pointing out, we're looking to our fingers, and then the right hip pushed out all the way. And let's hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then exhale, we drop the 2 hands carefully down to the ground. And we're going to bring our back knee off the ground into a lunge. Now use the left hand to place on your left knee. Push against the left knee and turn the chest. Now we're looking up to the sky. We stretch the left hand up. So imagine you're trying to reach for something on the ceiling. So you reach out, you're trying to grab your ceiling light. You're looking at your hand. And then the right thigh stretching to the back. Hold for 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Now exhale, the left hand come down. And the left leg, we step back to plank first. So if you need to, you adjust into a nice plank and then drop one knee, two knee down to the ground, point the toes. Now we're going to warm our spine up. So inhale, lift the chest. So we're looking forwards and then the hip push up to the sky, chest is forwards. As you gently exhale, we suck in the belly, round the back, tuck the chin in, stretch the shoulders. 3 more. Inhale slowly and arch the spine. So let's warm our spine slowly up. As we gently exhale, suck in the belly, round the spine. 2 more. Inhale and slowly arch the spine. And then as you exhale, gently round the spine. And then inhale back to center. Now from here, we're going to tuck our toes in, warm our thighs up. We're going to lift the knees 2 inches off the ground. So just hover. You see my knees are not too high. Just hovering. We hold here for 2 breaths. You can feel the thighs are working already. 1 more breath. Now we straighten the legs and push the hip back into a nice downward dog. Stretch the shoulders. 1 more deep breath. Now walk your feet. So we're walking our feet all the way to the front. Relax the neck, relax the shoulders. Now hands on the shin. Inhale, we slide the whole body up. And then we stretch our hands up again. We interlace the fingers and push the palms up. Straight, stretch the body up, stretch the body up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Now we're going to do on the left hand side. So you remain where you are. I switch sides so that you can see the left hand side. Okay, thighs together, hands together. Inhale, we stretch the hands up. And exhale, remember just now? Okay, we push the hip back. So the hip back, legs straight, hands on the thighs up. And then slowly, slowly, slowly slide the hand down. Push the hip back, straighten the leg. Reach down, relax the neck, relax the shoulders. Then if you want to go deeper, you can switch your hands to the back and pull the head towards the knees. Walk the hands down, pull some more, push the hip up. 1 more breath. Bend the knees, hands on the ground. Left leg step back, 1 big step into a lunge. Okay, so now we're stretching the left thigh back. So we're stretching the left thigh back, chest facing forwards. And then we're gazing forwards. Remember, we are trying to stretch our left hip flexor. Hold for 1 more breath. Now we deepen it. Drop the left knee down. Point the toes to the back. 2 hands on the left, 2 hands on the right knee. Now straighten the arm, lift the chest up. Then we sink the hip lower. Now let's go even deeper. Straighten the hands, chest all the way facing the sky. Then we lift the arms up, Anjaneyasana, crescent moon. We're looking up through our fingers. And then the left hip drop as much as you can. Feel a good stretch there. And let's hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then exhale, 2 hands down to the ground. Now, from here we tuck in our back toes, lift the knee off. Use the right hand. Place on your right knee. Use your right hand to push and turn the chest to face up. So we're adding a very nice twist to our spine extension. Reach the right hand up. So imagine you're trying to pluck the light from the ceiling. Reach it up, strong to the shoulders. Hold for 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Exhale, the right hand down. Right leg, we step back to plank first. And then we drop 1 knee down, 2 knees down. And then from here, let's arch our spine. Remember, just now we did the cat and cow. Now we arch the spine, look forwards. Now we go a little bit deeper, lift the chin up, and then we drop our chest all the way down. So you see my chest is going forward. And then slide the chest up into a nice cobra. Stretch the neck out, tuck in the toes, come back to plank first. And then we go back to downward facing dog. Stretch the hip back. And then slowly we walk the feet forwards. Forwards, 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 forwards. And then hands on the shin. Inhale, we come up, straighten out the body. We stretch the hands out. Interlace the fingers again. Push the palms out, straighten the body. And then exhale, hands to the heart center. And then now let's come back to the front of the mat. We will go through our first standing sequence, the warrior one. So if you've done the first video, you will know exactly how it goes. If you haven't done it, go watch that one first, okay? Now, I'll teach you how to go deeper over a few breaths. So it's going to be quite strong on the legs. So if you need to, you can pause the video and then you can grab a sip of water or rest the legs. So again, we start with the thighs together, feet together. This maintains our body in a straight alignment. Hands to the heart. Now from here, let's begin. We stretch the hands up, we lift the chest. So it's a lot like on the ground, when we're stretching our chest and the fingers up. And then as we exhale, straighten the legs, we push the hips back. If you want to, you can place your hands on the thighs to slide the whole body down so that your body is well supported. Bend the knee, fingers on the ground. The right leg, step one big step into a lunge position. Okay, we go back into warrior one. The back heel, remember from the first video, back heel on the ground. This back leg is straight. And then we bend the front knee in line with the ankle. Don't worry, we're going to deepen it. And then we're going to turn our hip to the front, chest facing forwards. We raise the hands up. Now let's deepen the pose. As we inhale, lift the chest up, stretch the fingers up. As you exhale, the front leg we lower as much as we can. Back leg is still straight. Let's deepen it further. Inhale, lift the chest up more. Exhale, lower the front knee as much as you can. One more breath. Inhale, lift the chest, stretch the fingers. Exhale, lower the leg as much as you can. And we hold here, warrior one, for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now straighten the front leg. And let's bring the hands to the hip first. Okay, from here, let's catch our breath. Maintain the two legs still straight. And let's raise our hands up again. Now we go to the second of the warrior poses, the reverse warrior. Okay, we rotate, we bring the right hand down. So you see my right hand up? I'm going to rotate from the outside. So I'm stretching my chest and the shoulder. Place the right hand down on the back of the thigh. We lift the front hand up. And then where am I looking? I'm looking to my left hand. Now we go deeper. Inhale, lift the left hand up. The right hand, walk down the leg more. And as we exhale, we bend the front knee as much as you can. Let's deepen it one more time. Inhale, lift the chest more. Slide the right hand down. Now exhale, lower the front knee as much as you can. Reverse warrior, we hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now straighten the front leg. And then let's bring the hands to the hip one more time. Okay, now the next one we're going to do humble warrior. This one is a little bit hard, so let's do it together carefully. Let's bring our hands up first. And then my two shoulders now I roll to the back. And then I'm going to interlace my fingers. Okay, so if you can't do this, you can just do this. This is just perfectly fine. We do to the best of our ability. Make sure we maintain the warrior one stance, which is the heel on the ground, back leg straight, arms behind the back. Now from here, as you exhale, we bring the top of the head to the mat. So exhale, top of the head to the mat, hands stretch up to the sky. Humble warrior. We hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, two hands down to the ground. We step the left leg back to plank. Come back into a nice plank position first, and then we drop the knees down. Point the toes back. So remember that we did the chest down to the ground. So inhale, we arch the spine. Look forwards, chest forwards. Squeeze the elbows in, then we drop the chest down. Inhale, slide up, cobra. Lengthen the neck out of the body. So we want to stretch the neck out of the body. Tuck in the toes. We come back into plank first. I have to use some hip strength. Then we use the hip to stretch back into a nice downward facing dog. Stretch the shoulders back. Now let's open our hip a little bit more. The right leg up, 3 leg downward dog. Right leg step, one big step in front next to the right hand. So make sure your whole foot is on the ground. we hug our knee in, and now we're going to stretch our shoulders out. So look in front, we walk our hands out. So we need to stretch your whole body. So walk the hands as far as you can manage. The left thigh is pushing back. Look to your fingers, and let's hold here for 5, hugging the knee in, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now let's slowly walk our hands back. Walk the hands back to the feet. Use the right hand to press on your right knee. Turn the chest. So we're stretching our body. Reach the right hand up to the ceiling, like trying to plug the light from the ceiling. Hold here for 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Exhale, the right hand down. And then we walk the right feet back to the center. And then, if you can, you step the left leg 1 big step forwards. If not, then we just slowly walk, okay? And then hands on the shin. Inhale, slowly roll the spine up. Stretch the hands up, lift the chest. Exhale, hands to the heart center. And then let's do the left hand side now. Okay, so remain where you are on the mat. So I'm going to show you the left hand side. So again, thighs together, feet together. And we stretch our hands up. Lift the chest. As we exhale, we push the hips back. Hands on the thighs if you want to. Slide the hand down, go lower. Relax the neck and shoulders. Now bend the knees, 2 hands on the ground. Left leg step, 1 big step into warrior 1. So we want a big step first. Don't worry about the hands. Back heel on the ground, back leg straight. Then we bend the front knee in line with the ankle. Remember to turn the whole body face the front. We lift the hands up. Now we deepen it. Inhale, we lift the chest up. As we exhale, we bend the front knee as much as you can. Inhale, lift it up, back leg straight. Exhale, lower. 1 more breath. Inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale, lower the front knee as much as you can. And we hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we straighten the front leg. Bring the 2 hands to the hip first and catch your breath. Let's take 2 deep breaths here. Okay, and 1 more breath. Now we do a reverse warrior. So let's bring our hands back up again. And then we now rotate the left arm. So remember, we want to rotate from the outside to stretch the shoulder. Place the hand at the back of the thigh. We raise the front hand up. Look to the right, tilt to the top hand up. Now we deepen the pose. Inhale, we lift the chest up. Slide the left hand down. And then as we exhale, we bend the front knee as much as you can. Now let's deepen it further. Inhale, lift the chest up, lower the left hand down, lower the front knee as much as you can. And let's hold here, reverse warrior for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now inhale, straighten the front leg. We bring the 2 hands up. Roll the 2 shoulders to the back, interlace the fingers behind the back, and then we're going to bend the front knee, lower the head down to the ground, stretch the hand up to the sky, humble warrior, and we hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 2 hands down to the ground. We step the right leg back into a plank position. And from here, knee down to the ground. Point the toes back, arch the spine. And then we're going to drop our chest down and chin down to the ground. Inhale, slide up, cobra. Lengthen the neck out of the body. Stretch the neck up. And then tuck in the toes. We come back up into a plank position. Then we push our hip back into a nice downward facing dog. Stretch the shoulders back. And then remember, we're going to stretch our left leg into a lizard. So left leg up, 3 leg downward dog. And then we step the left leg, 1 big step next to the left hand. Okay, so remember, the whole foot is on the ground. And then don't let the knee travel out. Now we hug the knee in. And then we start walking the hands forward. So we walk and walk and walk and walk our hands forward. So you can look at your fingers. And it's time to start planning your manicure as well. Okay? And then right thigh stretch back. And let's hold here. Strong shoulders for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we slowly walk our hands back to the feet, and then let's give a nice twist to the body. So the left hand on the left knee, use the left hand to push and turn the chest up to the sky, and then we want to reach our left hand up, like you're trying to grab something from the ceiling. And let's hold here for 2 more breaths. Almost there. 1 more breath. And then release the left hand down to the ground. Left leg, we step back to plank. Knee down to the ground. Point the toes back. Now we want to open up the knees a little wider than the body. And then push the whole body back into a nice child's pose so that we can give ourselves a nice break. Very strong through the legs. So let's catch our breath. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. And from here, we slowly roll back up into a kneeling position. So if you want to, you can take a short break here now. So you can pause the video and then grab a sip of water, wipe your sweat down, catch your breath. And then we will come back and do a warrior 2 sequence. Okay, even stronger on the legs. And welcome back after your break. Let's walk to the front of the mat. And now we're going to do the warrior 2 sequence. And we're going to go deeper than what you did in the first class. So let's come back with the thighs together again. Hands to the heart center. From here, we're going to stretch our hands up, lengthen out the whole body. And then as we exhale, we push the hips back, legs straight, hands on the thighs. Slowly slide the hands down. Get a nice stretch out through the body and the thighs. Relax the neck and shoulders. Bend the knees, hands on the ground. Step the right leg, 1 big step. Don't worry about the hands. Make a big step first. And then have the back heel on the ground. Now the foot is 90 degrees, like an L shape. The back leg is straight, so this supporting leg is very important. Now we bend the front knee in line with the ankle. Straighten up the hip. Okay, in line with the thighs, straighten out the body. Now we stretch the hands out. Remember to relax the shoulders down and energy through the fingers. Look through the front hand. Now let's deepen the pose. As we inhale, make sure the body is straight. We lengthen the body upwards. As we exhale, lower the front knee as much as you can. And keeping everything strong, let's hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now straighten the front leg, lean the body forwards. Let's bring the hand down on top of the shin. We use the hand to push the chest, open up the hip, stretch the right hand up. Exactly like what we did in the beginning, reaching the hand up to the sky, using the left hand to push. Now, if you want to, while we're stretching the right hand up to the sky, we're going to reach the left hand down to the ground. So 2 hands stretching the body in 2 directions, Trikonasana. Okay, if you can't reach the ground, it's perfectly fine to leave your hand on the leg. And we hold here for 2 more breaths. 1 more breath, and let's come back up. So we bend the front knee again, and we come back up into a warrior 2 position. So warrior 2 positions are used to transition between poses like this. Again, let's deepen the pose. As we exhale, lower the front knee as much as you can, lean the body back. And let's hold here for 5, 4, if you can, go even lower, 2, and 1. Now we straighten out again. Now let's go even deeper. Stretch the body forwards. And then we bring the hand down to the shin again. Turn the whole body. Stretch the hand up. Now we're going to stretch the hand forwards. Arms next to the ear. And then we're going to turn the chest, look up to the sky. And then, if you can, we lower the hand down. If not, it's perfectly fine to leave it on the shin. Keep turning the chest and look up to the sky. The right hand stretch forward, 2 legs straight, extended triangle pose. And we hold here for 2 more breaths. Everything stretching now. 1 more breath. Now we bend the front knee and we come back into our warrior 2. So realign the body. Exhale, lower the front knee more for the last time. Let's hold here for 5, 4, 3, almost there, 2, 1. Okay, then we drop the 2 hands down to the ground carefully. and step the left leg back into a plank. From here, drop the knees down carefully, point the toes back, arch the spine, lift the chin up. Then we drop the chest all the way down to the ground, knee, chest, chin, slide the chest forward and up. Cobra, Bhujangasana, tuck in the toes. We come back into our plank first. Then we go back into our nice downward facing dog. Stretch the shoulders back. And then we catch 2 breaths here to reset the body. 1 more breath. Now slowly we walk the feet all the way forwards. All the way forwards to the front. Relax the neck and shoulders. From here, hands on the shin. As we inhale, slowly slide the hands back up until the whole body is straight. Then we stretch the hands up, lift the chest. Exhale, hands to the heart. Poor legs, huh? Now, let's do the left hand side. Then we take a short break, okay? Got reward after this short break, but first we have to work hard. Again, remember, thighs together, feet together. Hands to the heart center, Anjali Mudra. Stretch the hands out, lift the chest, squeeze the thighs together. As we exhale, we push the hips back. Hands on the thighs slowly. As we push the hip up, slide the hands down. So that you feel very stable, squeeze the thighs together. Now we bend the knees, hands on the ground. Left leg step back, 1 big step. As big a step as you can. Not big enough, then you slide more. Okay, then we work on the back foot first. Make sure the back foot is like an L shape, 90-degree leg. This leg has to be straight the whole time. Then we bend the front knee in line with the ankle as much as you can. This is quite strong. And then from here, we square the hip out so everything is in one line. Straighten out the body, we stretch the hand out. And from here, let's deepen the pose. Inhale, straighten out the body. Exhale, the front leg, lower down as much as you can. Look to the front hand and we hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then we straighten the front leg. That was warrior 2. Now we go into a Trikonasana, triangle stretch. Stretch the body forwards. Then we place the right hand down on top of the right shin. Use this hand to push the chest open up the hip. Then we stretch our left hand up to the sky. So we stretch the hand out. Remember, like we're trying to grab something, keep the both legs straight. And then if you want to, you can stretch the right hand down to the ground to increase the stretch further. And we hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now from here we bend the front leg. Come back up into warrior 2. Then exhale, lower the leg down further. Look to the front hand and we hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now let's straighten the leg again. Remember, we do the extended triangle. Last one, left hand in there. Stretch the body. Right hand down on the shin. Then we open up. Remember, open up the chest, open up the hip, 2 legs straight. Left hand up. Now we stretch the left hand forward. Arm is next to the ear. Stretch the hand forward. Now we turn the chest. Look to the sky as you inhale. Turn the chest more. Then the right hand go down lower. If you can, reach to the ground. Extended triangle. If not, hold here for 5. Turn the chest more, 2 legs straight. 3, 2, 1. Okay, then bend the front knee. Come back up, warrior 2. Okay, lower down the knee. Straighten out the body. Hang in there for the last 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, then 2 hands down to the ground. We step the right leg back into a nice plank. And then gently drop the knees down to the ground. Almost done. Arch the spine. Then squeeze the armpits in. Drop the chest down. Lift the chin. Slide the chest forward and up. Lengthen the neck upwards. Tuck in the toes. Come back to plank first. Do a nice plank. Let's hold here. Some core work for 5, 4, 3, 2. Don't give up. 1. Okay, let's drop the knees. Point the toes back. Remember just now? Open up the knees wider than the body. Then we push the hip all the way back. Rest the head on the ground. Child's pose. Rest number 2. Good job, everybody. Now from here, once you catch your breath, slowly we roll up, and then you can take another break. Okay, so you can pause the video here, and then you can sip some water and wipe your sweat down, and then breathe. Make sure that you're fully recovered. If you need to, you can sit down and rest a little bit before we go to our final sequence, where we do a little bit of stretching for the whole body, and then we're going to do a little bit of balance work before we come to our final stretch. Okay, so get your break, and then I'll see you back on the mat in a short while. And now we come to our most exciting pose of the day. Okay, it's a very fun pose to do. It's also a pose that that if you have a nice background, you go on holiday, it's very easy to do and makes you look very yoga-ish. Okay, so again, thighs together, feet together. Then we bring our hands to the heart center. Now, when we stand in Anjali Mudra, we call the palms together Anjali Mudra. Make sure that your palms are touching your chest. Okay, so we can test a little bit now. From here, we bring the palms away from the chest. Okay, then you feel the balance. Feels like the upper body is a little bit looser. Then we bring the hands to the chest level. Suddenly, when it's touching your chest, you feel that there's energy flow. It's very balanced, and this is the balance that we need for our warrior three, which is a leg balance pose. Now, from here, we're going to start with the right leg. So you can just stand in the middle of your mat. And then, as you exhale, we bring the right leg up. So imagine we're trying to lift the leg from the lower abdominal, not the thigh muscle, lower abdominal, squeeze in to bring the right thigh up. And let's deepen this. As you exhale, you try to bring the right thigh higher. So we are squeezing using the belly to pull it up. One more breath. Exhale, lift it higher. And then slowly release the right foot down to the ground. Now let's do the left leg. So this is in preparation for the warrior three. Again, thighs together, hands to the heart. Make sure it's touching your chest. And as you exhale, we use the lower abdominal to pull the thigh up. So relax the thigh muscle. Exhale, lift the left thigh up. Now let's deepen it up. As we exhale, we pull the left thigh higher. One more breath. Exhale, pull it higher, and let's hold here for 2 deep breaths, maintaining a nice straight spine. One more deep breath, relax breathing. Now left foot down to the ground, hands to the hip. Okay, let's stretch out our ankles first, rotate around, switch leg, stretch it out, rotate around. Now we switch back to the right leg, and then we're going to go to warrior three. We do together, thighs together, palms together. Now, remember what we did just now? Exhale, we lift the right thigh up as high as you can. Now, as you exhale, we slowly stretch the right leg back and then lean the body forwards towards the ground. So we are maintaining a square hip, chest is facing the ground, palms to the heart, we're looking straight down to the mat, stretch the leg back. And then we flex the foot in so that we're pushing the thigh bone back into the hip while we are maintaining the position. And then we're trying to look like a T shape. Let's hold here for a while. Make sure the bottom leg, the standing leg, is straight. And 2 more breaths, almost there. 1 more breath. Step the right foot forwards, fingers to the ground. Relax the neck and shoulders. From here, 2 hands on the legs. Slide the hands up. Straighten out the body. Hands to the hip. And then let's stretch our ankles out a little bit first. Rotate the ankles. And then stretch out the ankle. Rotate the ankle. And then let's do the left hand side. We got 2 legs. Let's do the other side. Okay. Now, thighs together. Feet together. Hands to the heart. From here, as we exhale, we bring the left thigh up. Let's hold here, find your balance. As you gently exhale, we extend the left leg back while leaning the body towards the ground. Make sure the right leg is straight, hands to the heart, whole body is facing the ground. Extend the leg back, flex the foot in. Make sure the standing leg is straight. That's right, and then relax the whole body, relax the breathing. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step the left foot forwards. Release the fingers down to the ground. Relax the neck and shoulders. From here, 2 hands on the shin. Inhale, slide the hands up. Body straight. We stretch the hands out. So 1 deep stretcher. Interlace the fingers again. We push the palms up. Give the spine. Wow, feels really good. I'm sure it feels really good now. And then exhale, release, shake the hands, and then hands on the hip. Okay, let's stretch the ankle, rotate the ankle, stretch the other side, rotate, and then finally, let's come down to the mat. Can sit already. Okay. Now, down to the mat. Let's do 1 stomach exercise before we finish. Okay, very simple. We're going to hold the back of our thighs. Then we're going to lift 1 leg up. Then we lift 2 legs up. Squeeze the thighs and the feet together. Like the whole class we've been doing, our feet is together. And then if you can, we try to bring the knee closer to the chest. Look forwards. So we're looking to the toes. Just now we see manicure, right? Okay, now you look at your toes. Can plan your pedicure already. Okay, and then if you want more challenge, we stretch 1 hand out. We stretch 2 hand out. Relax the shoulder. Bring the knee closer. Okay, and then breathe. Make sure we're breathing, and we hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, carefully hold the leg first. Drop 1 foot, drop 2 feet, and then slowly we roll the body down to the ground. Finally reach the ground. Then let's stretch our legs out. So the knees are bent. We place our feet together. Open up the knees to the side. So it's in diamond shape. And then just palms facing up to the sky. We lift the head off the ground 1 inch. Drop again to relax the neck. Relax the shoulders. And then just breathe. We want to stretch out our legs and the hip flexor, especially after all the strong standing poses. Just for a while. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Now from here, we use the hands to help to close our legs together. And then we bring 1 knee, 2 knees to the chest. Hug the knee to the chest first. Release all the stress in the lower back. And 1 more breath. Now, I show you from here, we're going to drop our both knees to the left hand side. Now, if you can, we're going to bring our knees higher, closer to the chest. And then use the left hand to press down on the knee. And from here, we turn the chest. Chest is facing up, and then we just place the right hand. Don't put too high, a lot of strain on the shoulder, put lower. And then turn the chest, and then we just look face up. The left hand press down. So you can feel very nice stretch onto the lower back and the pelvic area. And then deep breathing. 2 more deep breaths. 1 more breath. Now, as we inhale, we bring both the knees back up again. And as you exhale, drop both the knees to the right hand side. Bring the knees higher, closer to the chest. Right hand press down on the knees. From here, we turn the stomach. So the chest is facing up. Left hand place on the ground. So don't place so high. A lot of strain on the shoulder. We bring the hand lower. Okay, so that it's comfortable. And we want to maintain the stretch at the lower back and the hip joint. And then use the right hand to really press down on the knees. Keeping the neck relaxed. 2 more deep breaths. 1 more breath. Now from here, we turn the whole body. Your knees are to the right already. We turn the whole body to the right hand side. Extend the right arm straight. And then we rest the head on the right arm. Left hand on the ground in front of the face. And then we take 2 deep breaths here. We want to make sure that our blood pressure and the circulation is stabilized before we come up. 1 more breath. Now we use the left hand to gently push on the ground. Come up slowly. And we come back into our nice, simple seated cross-leg position. Make sure both seat bones are firm on the mat. We sit upright, shoulders relaxed, and then the palms will be on the knees. From here, let's close our eyes gently, and let's finish off our session with 3 deep breaths. From here, inhale deeply, letting the breath reach all the way to the fingers and toes. And exhale, feeling the tiredness flowing out of the body. Second breath, inhale deeply. Exhale completely. And final breath, inhale deeply, letting the breath reach all the way to the fingers and toes, re-energizing the body. And as you gently exhale, all the tiredness, the stress is flowing out of the body, and continue in a normal breathing position. You can feel that heart rate slowly coming down, and the mind is calm. Let's bring our hands together. Namaste everyone, and thank you for joining me this morning. Let me come to the front. And thank you for joining me this morning. I hope you had a good workout. And as always, because it's recorded, if you feel that you can't catch all of it, just feel free to review the video and practice again. As with all things in yoga, practice makes perfect. So don't worry if you're struggling through the first few exercises. As you practice, it gets easier, and then it gets more fun. And as always, if you have any questions, just feel free to reach out to me. Again, I am Adrian for Tonic Fitness, and I think you have another half of the journey more to go. And I hope to be there to see you again towards the end of the journey, where we can do even more fancy stuff. So see you again, and have a good week ahead. Bye-bye, everyone.